This video is sponsored by Surfshark. That hatch was exhausting, so you rest in the eggshell for a few hours, losing your egg tooth in the process. At 16 inches and less than 100 grams, you're way off living up to the legendary name, but you've conquered the first challenge. As soon as you're out the nest, your natural instincts kick in, telling you to get up a tree. Now. Early life is one long game of the floor is lava. And by lava, I mean cannibalistic adults. Gulp. You're safe for now. You notice that a good chunk didn't make it out the egg, and the trees aren't exactly overflowing, so you're thinking you might be the lucky one. Better make the most of it. To celebrate your survival, you start ruining others, picking off some even smaller lizards, insects, and even small birds, fueling your rapid growth over the next few years. Your crusade on tree-dwelling life forms eventually comes to an end as you reach 4 feet in length at around 4 years old, when, definitely by choice, you begin your life on the ground. Still a juvenile, it's a tough adjustment period without the easy pickings from before, while still being a potential picking yourself. But you manage to soldier on, hitting maturity at around 5 years old. You are now an adult Komodo. They're in the way. You're trying to get the usual "you're an adult" shot. No one else can be in it. It needs to be just you. For some reason. Right, that's better. Try again. You are now an adult Komodo Dragon. Will you As you wander around the smallest range of any of the world's large carnivores, you repeatedly poke out your long forked tongue to gather scent particles for analysis by an organ in the roof of your mouth. Their 2 tongue tips, along with your continuous side-to-side head movement as you walk, allow you to directionally pinpoint food several miles away. Just like everyone else. And, of course, all the larger males get first dibs, so you're left with whatever scraps they leave behind. As the sun sets, you head off to find somewhere to nest for the night. Your claws are capable of pinning down prey larger than you, meaning they're also great for digging out a burrow into the side of the mountain. Oh, sorry, this part's taken. Okay, here you dig out a burrow, just about big enough for you to fit in, helping you conserve heat through the colder night. Being cold-blooded means yesterday's meal will carry you for a while, as it doesn't go towards warming your body, but it also means you have to spend the morning doing nothing and chilling in the sun to warm up. To be honest, I'm struggling to see the downside. Just because you can go for days without another meal doesn't mean you want to, and you've got a lot more mass to put on if you want to get a better share. Or you can try and hunt something all for yourself. You camouflage in the long grass and bushes near an active game trail, opting for the stealth ambush approach, with your 60 serrated teeth tipped with iron coating giving you way beyond a 15 times sneak attack bonus. In addition to camouflage, another way you stay hidden is with Surfshark, today's video sponsor. As you've potentially got a while to wait, this fully charged device that you've conveniently found may come in handy, though you're not sure you want to log in whilst on free public Wi-Fi. Luckily, Surfshark VPN encrypts your online data, hides your IP address, and blocks trackers, malware, and phishing attempts, all without storing your data themselves, meaning you're safe to find something to pass the time. Once you've finished scrolling through the thousands of streaming options, yet still complaining there's nothing to watch, you're able to change your virtual location to another country to access what's on offer there. If locating you for research wasn't already hard enough, given you're only found on 5 small islands in Indonesia, constantly hiding and changing your location makes it near impossible. At least when travelling over, researchers can get the best deals on their flights by taking advantage of the same thing. As can you, all risk-free with Surfshark's 30-day money-back guarantee. Go ahead and check it out by clicking the link surfshark.com/James Toland in this video's description, or by using the code James Toland at checkout, which will get you 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. Now, this looks like the type of content you want to watch. After several hours of waiting, you finally get your time to shine. As the deer comes into reach, you send their adrenaline through the roof, hitting a 10-mile-per-hour explosive burst ending with 4 deep lacerations in their neck. And, in case that surprise wasn't enough, you use your long thick tail to really sweep them off their feet. Their rapid blood loss at least gives them a quick end, meaning you don't need to rely on any other death-inducing substances that you may or may not possess. Time to get down to business. If given the chance, you can eat up to 80% of your body weight in one sitting, but that's not going to happen today. I guess you can't complain. Scavenging is usually how you find food. Still, bit annoying. And why are they all blokes again? Their larger size makes it even harder for newly matures to compete. You don't want your tasty fresh meal to start to rot in your stomach, so to help aid digestion, you look for a nice spot for an afternoon bask. Okay, Guess you'll find another spot. Why is it so hard to get some alone time? You're supposed to be solitary creatures. Okay, this looks good. Time to get some sun. What on earth is that? Right, that's enough. You're just going to try and scare them off. Ow. Or not. You're getting out of here. There's got to be some space around here. After finally finding a solitary spot to get some rays, you look out to the ocean and wonder what could possibly be out there. More space to roam? Better food? Who knows? Maybe one day. Ugh, what now? As you come into May, the mating season begins. You're ready to put yourself out there, and you know just the place to meet someone. Like most places to find a partner, there always seems to be an overflow of dudes, so to even up the numbers, let's make you female. That's got their attention, but they can't all have you. Let the battles commence. By arching their backs and hissing, the front runners intimidate away the smaller males, who never really had a chance. 6 feet tall or 6 feet under is your motto, which they both check off as they launch at each other, rearing on their hind legs and balancing with their tails. With both having a good few years behind them, their claw swipes and bite attempts are brushed off by their built-in chainmail, tiny bone plates that sit beneath the scales forming a natural flexible armour. As a younger dragon, you're yet to develop a full coating, which will come as you age and continue to grow. Oh, looks like we have a winner. His physical dominance is proven by pinning down his rival. Now he's got a chance at the prize. Your pheromones already tell him you're worth a go, so he rubs his chin on you and starts climbing over your back. After playing hard to get for a few hours, you finally accept his advances, raising your tail to give him the go-ahead. Another few hours later, after putting in the performance of his life, he's off to tell the boys, leaving you to find a good nesting spot. You start digging into the side of a mountain till you reach 6 or 7 feet, then deposit your grapefruit-sized, soft, leathery eggs to be incubated for 8 or 9 months. But you won't be there for the grand reveal. You stand guard for a few months whilst also digging out some more decoy burrows to at least give them a bit of help against predators, but after that they're fair game. Right, you're off next year. That was very energy intensive, can't keep it up annually. Now, you need something to get your energy back. I mean, you have just left a bunch of defenseless protein balls in the ground. Unlikely any of them will survive anyway. Probably better you have them rather than some other dragon. If you can only just find where you left them. Not there. Same again. Nope. Ah, why did you have to hide them so well? Won't be doing that again. Hang on. You think you detect something much better anyway. That'll hit the spot. Just gotta get over there without being noticed. Okay, here we go. Huh? You can't seem to get through. This is ridiculous. There's perfectly good food going to waste under there. That's enough. You give up. You still need to solve your hunger problem though, and it's getting worse. You may now even be hungry enough to take on something really big. Come on, just a little bit closer now. A water buffalo is easily over 10 times your size, but that doesn't stop you launching your attack. The copious amounts of drool you produce to help lube up chunks of meat turns red as the gums concealing your teeth tear, allowing them to leave their mark on the target. Looks like it wasn't quite enough to bring them down. Not ideal, you'd rather an instant kill, but you do have some other tools in your locker. Possibly. You've been labelled as venomous due to the discovery of venom glands in your jaw, producing venom that prevents clotting, induces shock, and drops blood pressure, though there's no evidence to show that you actually use this on prey. It's possible it serves some other function, especially given you usually get the job done long before venom would have time to act. Ultimately, it just needs more research, but given the typical interpretation of describing something as venomous, like say, with a king cobra that definitely needs it to kill, to categorise you there may be a bit premature. But what isn't premature is ending this nasty rumour going around about you having an extremely dirty mouth full of deadly bacteria with leftover food rotting between your teeth, leading to fatal infections in your prey. I mean, your teeth are basically buried in your gums, so nothing's going between them, and you spend like 10 minutes cleaning your mouth after eating. You've as much bacteria as any other carnivore, including humans. The reason your prey's probably getting infections is because they're going into feces-filled dirty brown water with wide open wounds. But then again, that is just another theory. Actually, you know what? You're a bit thirsty, so you're just going to risk it and grab a quick sip yourself. You plop your mouth in the water, then suck it in, before lifting your head up and letting gravity do its thing. Refreshing. Right, looks like they're down. Time to eat. All ready? Amongst the male testosterone-fueled hustle and bustle, you manage to get your fair share, but you're getting really sick of this very unsolitary life. As you try to chill in a bit of sun, you make a promise to yourself that the next one is going to be all yours. Days pass till you finally locate your next target. This meal is going to be the greatest of all time. Literally. And you don't need to worry about whether your venom has any effect or not, as you rip apart its throat, taking it down in less than a few minutes. Opening your mouth nearly 180 degrees, you latch onto the goat, then use your powerful neck muscles for liftoff. You produce a waterfall of drool, and potentially venom, who knows, as you gradually begin to stuff down the carcass, breathing through a tube at the front of your lower jaw connecting directly to your lungs. After 10 patient minutes, you've got half of it down, but you're getting a bit fed up, so turn to your environment to help force it in. As you fill up, your stomach expands to accommodate, then strong acids break down almost everything, only leaving indigestible parts like hair and teeth to be regurgitated as gastric pellets several days later. Success. That's always an option if you don't want to share your food, though you're still feeling claustrophobic everywhere you go. And why are there always so many blokes? It's ridiculous. Maybe this island just isn't big enough for the lot of you. Maybe it's time for you to take the plunge and see what else is out there. You can add Strong Swimmer to your arsenal of tools, which you use to travel a considerable distance across the ocean before you wash up on the shore of your potential new forever home. The next few years are amazing. There's food, plenty of space, everything a girl could ask for, except you're starting to realise one problem. Your biological purpose is starting to kick in, but no males means no offspring. Or does it? As proven by a few individuals in captivity, it turns out you don't actually need them, and can just fertilise your own eggs, producing kids through parthenogenesis. Problem solved. 9 months later, you return. Not because you care, you're just hungry. But considering the ratios, you're thinking it might be sensible to let the females walk. Oh, here they come. Male, 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 male. Oh, is that it? No, one more? Male. Right. You think you're starting to understand what may have happened on the other island now. And that means you'll probably need to let these little guys go if you want your species to survive. Then again, that's not really your problem, is it? To be honest, I couldn't think of a post-credit scene for this one, so sorry. Don't forget to check out Surfshark through the link in the description, or by using the code JamesToland at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN.